Heaven, everyone. This is Tycoon with for ISTRep.cash. And yes, today we will be going over how do I opt in for token tracking. Yes. Alrighty. So any of these ISTs here that you see with the little X up top are the ones that you can still opt into. Yes, because once you opt into it, you have to complete that IST. Or you send me a message and I'll come in and I'll personally delete it for you. Yeah. Just kind of how it is. All right, so we see that for our block maker var right here, yeah, we still have our X up in here. And just to see that on over, we got that heaven we right there. And of course, we have our opt-in button here, and we can come in and we can press that button. Boom, press that button and up pops this page here. Yeah, and this is the page, the IST opt-in agreement, and it gives you some particular information pertaining to your IST. You look over it, make sure it looks good, otherwise get out of here and go change it. Yeah, then we tell you what we're going to be rewarding you with according to our reputation values for your particular IST. And the first thing we go over is the IST rep point. And it's straightforward, yeah. You're going to have your monthly rep points, right? You got your IPDs, you got 73 payments, you got your IST rep points. This is the total that you can get if you pay on time every time. This is what you can lose for failing to failing to complete the IST, yeah? And your 1/9 reward is what you get for just signing up for this particular IST with this tracking, yeah? And then your particular IPD reward is whatever you get every time you make a payment, yeah? And we come down here to the IST rep class titles, yes. And in this rep class titles, we can see that we got our current rep class title, and then we're going to tell us our next rep class title, and it's going to tell us the total number of days that we can have for this particular IST, yeah. Well, total number of rep class days that we can have for this particular IST. Yep. And we come in here and yes, on down to our rep rating, yeah. Please excuse me. And we see that we have our TFC of 33 and our IST capital raise of 26. And then it goes over in here and it says, I agree to make all my payments, and all my payments come from legal actions. And it tells you that ISP will be stored on IPFS, where you can access that data. Yeah. And as we all, yes, IPFS allows for you to eternally pin, but they come through and they sweep temporary files on up out of there. So we'll be making permanent files. And we'll also be storing on a cord, yeah? And then once that is checked, you just press that button right there and it'll send you on to the new page. Yes, and we see that after we click that button here, it pops up the sit rep tracking pop-up, yeah? And we see, yes, on this page here, we have some TWT information, some IST information here. Of course, we have our rep card here, and we come down here and we have the income share token reputation points, some RPs, and we have what we can max out at, and we have what we get every time we report a payment that gets verified. And as we do that, the earned RPs will begin to start showing up here, yeah. And we see we have the rep class title days here, and we have the max days if you pay on time every time. You will end up with these days. And this IPD reward days here is what you get every time you make an on time payment, because there's a bonus for making on time payments. And of course, as you make those payments, they will be showing up right here. And of course, yes, we have the rep rating, which is the TCR, yes. And every time you make a payment and it gets verified, the TCR will show up here, yeah. And of course, once again, we relay that we have the issue date here, we have the expiration date here, and we have the BCH wallet address here, of course, because this one is Bitcoin Cash. And we see that because our first payment is 3/26/23, we must wait for an actual payment to pop up. But yes, this is how you opt in and what it looks like once you have your opt-in. Yeah. And you have your entire list of payments here. And every time you need to make a payment, it will be gone over in the next video entitled how to make how to report a IST payment. Yeah. Alrighty. Heaven, I love you all.